Yeah.
All right, so today we are going to look at how to multiply and how to divide algebraic expression. Please pay particular attention to what I want to teach you. Now, I have something I define as parts of a term. Parts of a term. When I say parts of a term, it simply means that you can have one term, but that term will have 2 or 3 parts. How do you know parts of a term? Parts of a term is only possible by multiplication. So for instance, if I have 2xy, how many terms are in this expression? Just one, right? 2xy is just one single term. But 2xy can be seen as 2 times x times y, right? So I say that 2xy has one term, but 2xy has 3 parts. The parts are 2x and then y. 2x and then y in the sense that it is 2 times x times y. That gives you 2xy. So one term, but with 3 parts. That is a part of a term. Let me take an example. 3x y minus 3. How many terms are in this expression?
2.
Two.
Please. 3.
Yeah, 2.
2. Okay. Any other? Okay, so now watch carefully. There is the minus indication here. That shows that y and 3 are different terms. But because they are all multiplying 3x, it makes it one term. Remember, we said if you have 2 terms and all the 2 terms are being multiplied by one term, it makes it one term. So in fact, in this expression, we have one term. Because the y minus 3, which is 2 terms, is being multiplied by 3x. That makes it one term. Now, if it is one term, how many parts does it have? You see, it is 3 multiplying x, and then multiplying with y minus 3. Is that okay? So we say that this particular expression is a one-term expression, but it has 3 parts. And the parts are 3x and y minus 3. Is that okay?
Yes. What told you? Turn
So
the
if I
lights off.
have x minus 2, y minus 3, how many parts of this term, how many terms do we have?
2. 2.
Okay,
Yeah, 2.
I'm still saying 2. Now, the x minus 2 is how many terms? 2 terms. The y minus 3 is how many terms? 2 terms. But these 2 terms, they are multiplying. And I've told you that multiplication brings terms together. So because the x minus 2 is being multiplied by y minus 3, it makes it a single term. So in this expression, we only have what? One term. You don't have 2 terms. You have just one term here. So the expression you can see has just one term. Even though x minus 2 is a term, y are 2 terms, y minus 3 has 2 terms, but they are being multiplied and therefore it makes it what? A single term. So once it's a single term, we can talk about parts of a term. And the parts are what is multiplying what to give you the result you are seeing. It is x minus 2 being multiplied by y minus 3. And that means that we have 2 parts of the term. How many terms are here in this expression?
Sir, please, 1.
1. Okay, Linford. Linford. Okay, let's look at it. So let's start from the bracket. We have plus here. That shows that 3x and y are 2 different terms inside a bracket. Is that okay? Now, once this is being multiplied by 2, this 2 term becomes one term. because it's being multiplied by 2. And there's a minus sign which shows that x is a different term from this. So we have 2 terms in this expression. X is the first term, whereas the second term is 2 into bracket 3x plus y. There are 2 terms here. Now, these 2 terms, let's just ignore the first term and talk about the second term. 2 into bracket 3x plus y. This is a single term, but it has 2 parts. Why? Because it is 2 that is multiplying 3x plus what? Y. So 2 parts of the term. So all what I'm trying to say is that if you have one term, you can talk about parts of the one term. Now, it is only parts of the one term that can multiply. We can only multiply parts of a term. Parts of a term is what we can multiply. Now, we cannot multiply 2 terms. If you have x minus 2 into bracket 3x plus y. Now, this one has to do with 2 terms, so we cannot multiply. So, if you want to multiply, then we have to take this term. This is a single term. Then, the single term has what? 2 parts. And the parts are 2 and then 3x plus y.
Yes, mommy.
Don't forget, the part simply refers to what is multiplying what to produce the term. It is 2 multiplying what? 3x plus y. So that's the 2 parts. So if you want to multiply that, now you have to multiply negative 2 by each of the terms in the bracket. So next 2 times 3x, that's next 2 times 3, that's next 6.
Negative 5x.
Negative 6x is multiplication. Then next 2 times y, that will be
Oh,
what?
okay.
Negative 2y.
Negative 2y.
So when you get here, then you are no more going to multiply, but you're going to subtract. Then the idea we learned the other time is going to come to bear in the sense that we are going to look at like terms. X and 6x are like terms, so we are going to subtract. How do you subtract? You subtract their coefficients. So that's 1 minus 6, and that's negative 5x minus 2, and that ends it for that. Take
Stop it.
x, y minus 3. It is one thing. We are going to multiply. I told you we take the first one, 2x, multiply the first one in the bracket, and then the second one. So what it means is that the 2x is going to multiply each of the 2 terms within the bracket. So it's going to be 2x times y. Then you have minus 2x times 3. So what's 2x times y? Note this. If you are multiplying and the letters are different, the result is bringing them together. Okay. So now if I'm doing 2x times y, the result is what? 2xy. Now 2 times 3 is 6, and I attach my x. So my result is 2xy minus 6x. Let's take more examples. Let's take an example like this. So with this example, how many terms are in this expression? Let me seek your opinion on this first.
Sir, please 4.
Good. That's 4. The first term is what?
3.
Good. Second term.
2 into bracket y minus 3.
Very good. Third term.
4y.
And the fifth term.
Minus 5 into bracket s plus 5.
Okay. So if you observe, the multiplications are in the second and the fourth terms. Can you see that?
Yes.
So it is the second term that we are going to multiply and then the fourth term. So you go ahead to the multiplication. So in doing the multiplication, we leave this 3x is a term on its own. Then now, don't forget, use it to multiply each of what is in the bracket. So next 2 times y is what? Next 2y. What's next 2 times next 3?
6. What did you say?
6. Very good. So we are done with the second term. So now the third term is still 4y. So that we can't touch. There is no multiplication.
Ma.
Then the fifth term, you're going to expand. So next 5 times the first term and then next 5 times the second term. What's next 5 times x?
Negative 5x.
So what's next 5 times 5?
Negative 5x.
5x.
Next 5 times 5.
Negative 5.
Next 5 times 5. Next 25, right? After doing that expansion, we're going to simplify. Simplification, we put like this. Now, how many times do you have?
What?
All these things, we mean teach as you. See, terms are this. I don't understand anything. What I didn't join us.
How many times do you have?
36.
6, very good. So you are going to put them.
Did mommy take
Sir
it
Frank,
away?
Yes.
Sir Frank.
Yes, sir.
Please. It looks like the learners are disturbing at the background and they are
Okay.
interrupting the lesson. If they can unmute, please, everybody mute yourself. Like mute yourself. When you want to talk, then you unmute. Okay. And
Yes.
Ivanja, if you don't understand something, when you come, please, we can help you. I think it's a continuation of what we did last week. So you just observe what is going on. And then when you don't understand anything, when you come, we'll know how to help you. All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
So, should I take everything all over again? Let me take it all over again.
No.
We are saying that if you are going to multiply algebraic expressions, number 1, you can only multiply a single term that has 2 parts. Okay. So I've given you this expression 3x minus 2 into brackets y minus 3 plus 4y minus 5 into bracket x plus 5. And you are asked to expand this or simplify this. So what you have to notice is that 3x cannot be simplified. It's a term. But there is something happening here where you have within the second term, you have within the second term, two parts. Okay, so you are going to expand. How do you expand? You use the one term to multiply each of the 2 terms inside the bracket. That is how you expand. So if you are expanding, it's very simple. Just take the one term, use that to multiply each of the 2 terms inside the bracket. So in this case, it is 2 you are going to use. So 2 times y, that's the next 2y here. Then negative 2 times negative 3 should produce what? Positive 6. Then you have 4y. Then the last term, you are going to expand again. Next 5 times x, next 5x. Next 5 times 5 is negative 25. Then after expanding, you group the like terms. 3x minus 5x minus 2y plus 4y plus 6 minus 25. So 3x minus 5x is minus 2x, right? Because you're going to do 3 minus 5, that will be negative 2. Then you attach the x. Now negative 2 plus 4, you are owing 2, you have 4, you have what? 2. 6 minus 25, you have 6, you are owing 25. And that will be negative 19. At this point, there is no like term, and we are done with the simplification. Any question? Yes. Yeah. But
How did you reduce the X and Y's?
how did I reduce the x and y?
Yes.
Which one?
The the addition and the plus of the X and Y. We have the 5x minus 2y
5x minus.
minus 5x minus 2y.
Okay. Can you give me the question again? The entire question.
5x minus 2y
Where? 5x. Which part?
minus 2y.
What is 5x minus 2y? Is it the second line or the third line?
Second.
Here. What I've marked correct?
No, the third line.
Welcome. So the third line, I group like terms. So 3x and 5x are like terms. So I group them. 5x gets close to 3x. And the sign is what moves. Now I have negative 2y here plus 4y. And I have 6 minus 25. So now I'm going to simplify like terms. Don't forget, you can only subtract like terms. So you see, these are the things I'm going to subtract. So 3x minus 5x is what you can solve. And we said if you are solving that, it means that you subtract their coefficients and then replace it with one of the variables. So now 3 minus 5 is negative 2. Then there's the x. Then the 2y plus 4y means the 2 plus 4. What would that give you?
2y.
Then 6 minus 25.
That would be 19.
Negative
Negative.
19. So
Negative.
do you get it now? Is it
Yes.
right? So let's take the next example. This is one question that most students find difficult to solve. Try it, let me see. Are we done?
Yes.
Okay. Then what's the answer?
2 minus 2x.
Okay. 2 minus 2x. Okay. Let's see. Where what's your answer?
I got 2 plus 2x.
2 plus 2x. Okay. Let's see. Ivan, what's your answer? If yeah, what's your answer?
3 minus 2x.
Okay. Linford, what's your answer?
Two plus 2x.
Okay. Zoom user, what's your answer?
Who is Zoom user?
Okay, let's look at this. Linford, stop writing on the screen.
Okay, sir.
Hand is up.
So please, my answer is 2 times 3x.
Okay, let's look at it. So one, how many terms are there?
2.
The first term is what?
4.
Good. So the first term is single, so you leave it out. Second term is what you are going to expand. Instead, you only expand a term. So 4. Now, how do I expand? That will multiply each of the 2 terms in the bracket. So minus 2 times x is what? Minus 2 times 3. Minus 6. So now you group like, so 4 minus 6 minus 2x. So what's 4 minus 6?
4 minus 6. Negative 2.
So
Oh.
the answer is negative 2. Yes. Therefore, that's on the screen. Negative 2 minus 2x. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So please exit and join in the next 3 seconds. Exit the class and join again in the next 3 seconds.
You leave it, right?